All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Bud Killer here. Who you with? Now I'm not here to waste your time. We are back, y'all. It's part two with exactly instrumentals.
What up, y'all?
What up, man? First thing first, yeah, the last video done more views than any video I ever done, so we appreciated that. You dropped some bombs. You had some stuff to say. I guess let me start with this. You talked about the song that you have with PUNCHMADE Dev. What is it? Scam anthem. What was it called? Punch anthem.
It's
If you died, you're a fucking bite. If you die in a school shooting, you're a fucking bite. Why the fuck did you sit there?
Punch Anthem, man. So since the recording of that last interview, he saw it and he got mad at it and he took the song down.
How did he see it?
But
Did somebody send it to him?
no, he sent it to me actually and said, you know, what are you talking about? And we got a little argument, and it's still on Apple Music and Spotify, but he took the video down. Um,
He took the music video down.
he did, yeah. I'm not too worried about it at all, really. To be honest with you, I don't really care about that guy anymore.
Did that
But
affect you? Like, what was the? Cause I'm trying to figure out. Okay, if this song got so many views, why would he take it down? Even though, like, why would we take it down because of the disagreement you guys have? Like, was that an attempt to hurt you,
he
or
must be
like?
straight, man. He must be straight on the money, man. Man. So I definitely took a hit in the revenue department, but
Oh, you were getting paid. Okay, okay. Let me make sure I understand. Okay, so because it was on YouTube and you did your thing to get the royalties and all the back end, you was getting paid off the YouTube video.
I was, yeah, like actually like quite a bit off YouTube. So that's no longer happening, but you know, I don't care because I did that interview and then he has this Telegram chat with like 1,000 people in it, and then he said go mass report this guy's page, and he's talking about me. He goes go mass report exact instrumentals for exposing me for being a piece of shit. And so my Instagram page did go down. Remember when I
Mm,
said that when he's like I'm gonna take your page down, he actually did get it down.
okay,
And
I
thank
do
God I
remember
know
that.
I know somebody at Meta that can like. All right, so here's the thing. I don't know somebody at Meta that could like press a button and get me fixed, but I know someone that can go and walk in somebody's office at Meta and say, "Yo, like we need to look at this." So, and that's my cousin. So I texted my cousin who works at Meta, and I'm like, "Yo, like this is fucked up. Like he just took my whole page down, and um, 3 hours later or something like that, I got it back." But yeah, he was serious about trying to silence me. You know, and he failed, man. And like I laugh every day at it, because
Wow.
he thinks I'm just some fucking loser or something like that. But yeah, my shit back.
Holy moly, that's been pretty intense stuff. Now, you said like you said you was getting paid back in on the YouTube. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, give me an example. Like, what's the ballpark? We want to know what's the ballpark like every month that a song like that would do with your split.
So with I wasn't getting paid off YouTube, but I was getting streams off YouTube. Sorry. And
Oh,
I think
YouTube
ad
streams account. YouTube streams count
yeah,
towards
they,
just
they count as
streaming.
digital streams, right?
Okay,
So like
okay.
like ASCAP would pay me out every 3 months or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I think that's how that works. And so every 3 months I would get about $1,800,
Oh,
something like that. Yeah, like so it's not like bad, right? But it's like it's
right.
not it's not like a lot of money, but it's not bad either. It's like what
Right.
I'm
You,
trying to
you,
say.
you, yeah, you feel that, yeah.
And that's
Now,
one song, right?
yeah, that's one song. Yeah, like when you put it like that, you understand why industry producers don't sell beats on BeatStars. What they do is they get a bunch of these songs, they get these royalty checks every 3 months, and they kind of stacks up. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Okay, that's why everybody want to go into the industry.
Like somebody like Juice World probably makes about $300,000 or something every couple months.
Ooh.
Where like I make like 1,000 or something,
Mm.
18 or whatever the
Mm.
fuck I said.
Mm. Mm.
Um,
Damn.
so
Okay.
just get as many placements as you can, like type shit. And like I'm working with ATG Studios right now. That's like RJ Lamont Studio. Um,
Oh,
And
that's him on
I've
that
never.
picture right there behind you.
That's correct. Yeah, that's me. That's me and RJ right there. At ATV. And so like I've never got so many placements. You know, fucking with the right crowd. So
Yes, sir.
you know, just run them bitches up, man. I'm telling you.
How did you meet RJ Lamont? That's a pretty serious link up.
Yeah, no, RJ. It's kind of weird, bro, because RJ had joined me and Dame Run It Up's server on Discord,
Okay.
and I had joined one day, and because I saw RJ in one of the chats, and I joined it, and he was like surprised to see me.
Hmm.
He was like, oh my gosh, are you exactly instrumentals? And I was like, yeah, like, how do you know me? Like,
Hmm.
what are you talking about? Like, I know you, type
Right.
shit. And he's like, oh no, you do instrumental, like you like remake beats, like woo woo, like all this bullshit.
Oh, he saw your so he found you from your YouTube channel of your beat remakes.
Right. So he shares his screen. He's like, bro, I'm subscribed to you, and I'm like, what? I'm like, are you
Hmm.
fucking serious? And
Hmm.
so we just hit it off, man. Like, he had like invited me to like to the crib, like to cook up, and we made some bangers, bro. Like we made some serious shit, and
Hmm.
you know, that was 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So, I've been to his crib like 50 times, and now, he just tells me to come cook up, at the studio, and he's talking about signing me and shit, and you know,
Hmm. Okay, so
I
you
don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how that even happened. Like, he just like, just popped out of nowhere, I guess.
Well, it's like I guess that's a lesson to everybody. It's like find a way to put yourself out there because you never know who's watching you.
You never know, bro.
You never know who's watching you. Wow.
And I was at the studio the other day. Y'all can't forget this, bro. When y'all are online, Detroit is small, bro. Everyone sees what you're saying online. Everybody sees that comment that you posted.
Yeah.
All these famous Detroit rappers, even Peasy, like all these rappers, they see what you're saying. So quit talking shit because you're fucking shit up. Because I used to talk shit a lot, um, and it didn't work out very well, man. Like BABYTRON has me blocked. Like I'm surprised the Hip Hop Lab hasn't blocked me at this point. But I think Danny G runs that page. If I'm not wrong, I'm not really sure. And Danny G fucks with me, so that's that might be why. But
Right. Right.
yeah, man, be careful what you say online. Be careful what you're doing, bro, because everyone sees it. I promise you.
That was my next question actually, cause I was watching. I watched the old interview. By the way, it's a banger. It was really a banger. But I watched it like probably like 15 times, 10, 15 times,
Yup.
and that's my next question. Do you feel like because you're so outspoken that, like you said, Detroit's small? Do you think because you're so outspoken that will blackball you?
Yeah, no, it definitely does, bro. Like, I have my own opinions, and like you said, they're very direct, man. Like, um, I don't fuck around, So like, if I see something, like I'm gonna say something. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not quiet anymore. I spent like a lot of my life being real quiet,
Yeah.
um, and I'm gonna start calling shit out now. Like, I'm done playing games. So when I bring something up like BABYTRON to RJ, I would say 50% of the time he doesn't want to hear it because that's
Yeah.
that's his DJ.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
know, you know he DJ like he's at Rolling Loud like with BABYTRON, and sometimes he entertains like like my bullshit, but like half the time he doesn't. Like he like has like an argument for me type shit. So
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
no, yep, fucks up relationships sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
Saying the
So
wrong shit. Yep.
So where are you now when it comes to? Because like you said, like you talk to him, and 50% of the time he ain't trying to hear it. Where are you at now? Because like you can't have too much of an opinion. You can't say too many. You can't say too much, even if it's right or it's with good intention. But then you can't sit there and be a mute and not have any opinion. Or when someone asks you, "What do you think about this?" Like where are you at with it now?
Yeah. So um, let me clear up like what I think about BABYTRON, man. because it seems like RJ thinks that I hate him, and I don't hate BABYTRON. Okay, I think that what the Hip Hop Lab is doing with BABYTRON is ingenuine, and I think they could go like a different route with it. Listen, like I get it. Boom, they ran him up 1 million followers on Instagram,
Yeah.
and they did all this shit with him. They got him at Lyrical Lemonade. Sorry,
Yeah,
fuck, I can't say this word.
Yeah,
I
lyrical.
I
And
can't
too
say
many
that.
L's.
Way too many. Lyrical Lemonade,
Lyrical
man. So they got
Lemonade.
him up. They got him up there shooting hoops, man, making hits and shit. So I don't hate BABYTRON at all. I really don't.
Yeah.
I just hate how he's portrayed because he's portrayed as someone that he's not, and I think he would get further in his career, like being for real, I guess. And I sound crazy saying that stupid shit. I
Well,
really do. Like,
expound. Like you said, you feel like he's not being portrayed or marketed the right way. You said, yeah, break it down.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. Like, so I
Or
said.
let me ask you this question. I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. Okay. How is he marketed? And then go, what's a good idea or what's a good way that he should be marketed?
Listen, that's the thing. I don't really know exactly how he should be marketed, man. So,
okay,
like like half the battle is like I really don't have a space to even like judge him to be for real. But some of the things that he's done, and I said this in the last interview, I don't fuck with. Like, oh, is this even facing the right way? Oh man, it wasn't even facing the right way.
Oh man, it sounds way better now. Yeah.
I know it does, man. That's crazy. No, man, I said this in the last interview, man. He did that fake Donda shit. You know, he went on, he was advertising the whole time, you know, oh, I'm about to be on Donda, which I told you is about Kanye West's dead mother. That is his dead mother's name, I think. Donda?
Yeah, Donda. Yeah, Donda.
Why would he have a scam rapper talking about scamming grandmas and shit? Why would he have that on his album? Like, that never fucking happened. Why would you say that happened? So he went on No Jumper, and he froze up when Adam asked the question.
You really do a verse on Donda?
Somebody hit me up talking about do a verse for it. I don't know why I ain't make it, but
Who?
some management shit.
And he's like, you know, so what's with this Donda shit? And he's like, oh, said nothing. And then he's like, who reached out to you? Like Kanye, like himself? And he's like, oh, management shit.
Okay, now but let me ask you this,
And then
because let me ask you this. Let's play devil's advocate, right? Because we all on the internet playing. You know, the internet is
a little bit. Yeah,
entertainment.
to a certain extent, bro. To a certain extent.
Because think about it, the internet's not real life. Like, because how I'm looking at it, he was like, okay, Kanye coming out with an album. Let me connect myself to that. Because it seems like it's a troll. It seems like he's trolling, trolling and playing the internet games.
Yeah, no, he trolling. But at the same time, that was not his idea. I guarantee you that was not his idea. That was Lando's idea. He's like you said, oh, he's coming out with an album. We got to make some noise real quick.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like that shit, bro. Just make a fire song.
Oh, you're saying don't do any gimmicks, just come out with music. Is that what you're saying? Is that your whole BABYTRON critique?
Because I'm not saying BABYTRON's not hard, bro. He has some crazy fucking bars, bro.
Yeah.
He seriously is like talking sometimes. So
I mean, I give you my opinion, because here's my opinion, like BABYTRON, like a lot of artists. My thing is, a lot of them aren't using hooks. So when you hear a new song for the first time, you can't really attach yourself to it. Like every song, shit talking, and after a while, like it's good, but how long will it be here? That's my whole thing with it. Like I'm a little older, you know. I need a hook. Give me a story. Tell me about yourself. Like, you know, when I listen to BABYTRON, and I think he's cool too, but I don't know anything about him. You know, and like a lot of artists, they not telling you their story, and they just give you a bunch of bars. And my thing is, how long is it gonna last? So that'd be my critique with like BABYTRON and like a lot of rappers, which is why I listen to a lot of R&B, hooks, concepts, well polished songs. But in rap music today, it's just a bunch of rapping. and it's cool, but it's here today, gone tomorrow. But
Like that Drake song,
which one?
Pound Cake, I think.
Pound cake hard. What you say about the? That's a classic.
No, he
Pound
says in
cake.
that song, all that other bullshit here today and gone tomorrow.
Oh
man.
yeah. I thought you saying like it's
No,
a hit.
come
Yeah.
No, bro, that song is
hard.
That song is
Hard.
too hard.
And even Drake these days. Drake is like, I don't know what the heck Drake doing with his music. Drake's an elite artist. I don't know what the hell he doing. A lot of music that's beneath him.
BBL
But-
Drizzy, man. No.
I think he's trying to appeal to. Hey, Rainy, indoor voice, young lady. But okay, exactly. Now, let me ask you this, because you mentioned Dame running up that y'all had a server. Now, one question I wanted to ask you, I always wondered. I
Yep.
know you said, I wish I never met the guy. He crashed my car drunk. The
Yep, he
question I
did.
always wanted to know was, how did a drunk Dame run it up get a hold of your car to go crash it?
All right, so me and Dame were boys, man. Like, seriously, boys. And I used to trust him with damn near my life, bro. We both bought straps, and like we told each other, like we'll crash out over each other, like damn near. And then I got to a point where I could trust him, like with my car and shit like that. Like, he lives in Washington, Michigan, which is about an hour away from me. So I would, I was so good of friends with him that I would just go and see him an hour away. I would just go and stay at his crib for a couple days, damn near like a couple days. And so I was there one day, and we drink every time that we see each other, pretty much every time.
Okay.
And so we're drinking this bottle. We finish the bottle, and we're both not really like that drunk. And so I'm like, we should get another bottle. And he's like, all right, bet, I'll pay for it. And I'm like, oh, if you're paying for it, just drive my car. I'm like, I'll just, I'll cover the gas charge. And he goes, all right, bet, come with me. So I'm driving in the passenger seat. And full disclosure, I told this man to do to swing out of a turn. Because I thought he could do it. Because I can do it. Like I know how to drift my car.
Oh, drifting.
Yeah, yes, sir. And so I'm like, yo, do a little peel out this bitch. And he goes, all right, bet. And he turns off traction control. And he lost control of the car, bro. He didn't know how to do it. Like, what you're supposed to do when you're drifting is you're supposed to stay in the gas so that you got full control of the car, but he kicked it out and just let go of the gas. So he basically we were basically like a big brick just moving because there's nothing happening with the car. So he's basically sent us into a median. Just totally fucked the car up, and kept trying to drive. He bent both my rims on the right side, so that it sounded like I had square wheels when we were driving. It was like ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom,
Yeah.
So it was all love the entire time. But what transpired after is I found out he didn't have insurance.
Ah,
You know what
okay.
I'm talking?
Okay, that's
Yeah,
where
he
it's
didn't have
like, oh,
insurance.
man.
He just didn't handle the situation very well, and so I never talked to him again after that. Like, I blocked him, and he was talking about, oh, this is all your fault because you told me to do it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, if you didn't feel confident swinging my car out, then you shouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Like,
So when you
and then
look
I
at
find-
it, because
Right.
when I hear it, it's like, maybe both.
well, let me
of
say
y'all-
this.
maybe
Let me
both of
let
y'all
me say
fault?
this too. When we, I don't know, like I blame myself like as much as like he would blame himself, but like
Mhm.
he like did not take any accountability for anything. Like, he said it was all my fault, like,
Okay.
and so it's just I
It's
don't
like when
know,
you had a
brother.
car accident, you trying to pass that liability off to somebody. It's like, it ain't just my fault, it's your fault. It's both of it. Like, we both got to deal with this. And you're saying
And I don't Right, and I don't think I told you this, but we got pulled over by the police about 5 minutes later.
Ooh.
Because someone said that we were reckless driving, like we definitely were.
Ooh.
And the police, so this is what happened. So the police got us pulled over on the highway. Mind you, this entire time we're driving like we got square wheels. Like my car is not driving right. It's bouncing everywhere. Like we broke multiple things on this thing.
Wow.
Trying to get back.
What kind of car
And
was
so
it?
I got a BMW 335. I still got it, man. It
Oh.
costed me $8,000 to fix it, and he didn't pay me a single dime. I found $1 in my car actually, and it was one of Dame's, and I was like, all right, bet.
He paid it out. He put $1 on it.
I was like, man, I appreciate the dollar. No, but so we get pulled over, and he gets out of the car, and he goes, bro, you gotta vouch for me. He's like, I'm drunk as fuck right now, and I'm like, why would you drive my car if you're drunk?
Sheesh.
But I'm a smooth talker, bro. So I got us out of that bullshit. The cop pulled up, and I'm like, and I just smooth talked him out of, thinking that we're drunk.
Yeah.
And like, bro, I'm wasted talking to this cop.
Wow.
Wasted.
Wow. Yeah, I got
And like, that's why I didn't drive. I'm like, I'm not good to drive. And so, Dane calls his girl, and he says, we are fucked right now. He's like, you got to send somebody to go speed past this cop and get us out of this bullshit. So we're sitting there for about 5-10 more minutes, and this dude on the highway comes speeding about 120 past us and the cops, like just beams past us. And the cop goes, "You're good," and he runs to his car, shuts the door, goes after this guy. He gets a DUI.
Wow.
Whole time, that is his friend. That is one of his friends, bro. That just did that for us.
Wow.
Got us out of that bullshit. I swear to
Damn.
God, bro. I felt like a movie scene. I felt like I was in a movie scene, bro.
That is insane.
I'm telling you, bro, because we were cooked. We were cooked. Finished records. We were dead.
Wow.
And this dude sacrificed his life, bro, for us. So
Some
I'm
good
grateful
friends,
for
man.
that.
Yeah, that's a good friend right there. Everybody need-
Listen, he's a good friend, man. I would not have gotten in trouble, obviously,
Yeah.
because I was the passenger.
Right.
They would have told me to get a ride and then towed my car. But
Right. Dame would
nope.
have been fucked. He would have been fucked. Wow.
Yep. So I ended up getting my car towed by a towing company.
And it was
And
expensive.
Yep, and that took about 3 weeks to get my car fixed. I think, all right, no. So my car was in their parking lot for about 3 weeks until they told me like what was wrong with it. And then it took about 3 months to fix the car because I didn't have the
Wow.
money for it.
Wow. Right.
So I didn't have a car for
$8,000
about 3
ain't,
months.
you know. You gotta get that, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, okay. That's
It
some
was
clever
wild, brother.
That's some clarification. Now, let me ask you this. There's another thing you said I wanted to push back on because I was listening to the interview and you mentioned Brian 313.
Yeah, he's a lame, bro. He's the lamest person I ever met.
Now, because I remember that sentiment that you had, but I was like, what is the thing that Brian 313 did? So, because you took a picture of a lake. You was at a lake, right? And then Brian 313 reached out to you. And he was trying to link up with you. But that's all I remember. You was like, man, this dude is weird. What the hell? But when you said what it was that made him weird, I was like, trying to link up? Isn't that normal?
Yeah, so let me explain myself, bro. Brian 313, so let me give him full credit. He got me quite a few connections.
How'd you meet him?
He was just starting out, and he had posted on his story. He had probably maybe 500 followers, and I had 20 or something like that. Like I was just starting out, and I reached out to him. I'm like, let's collab. And he sent me back something that I say to everybody now. And he says, always down to collab with everybody. So that's what I say to everybody, to be totally honest with you. And so I collab with him. He ends up fucking with me a little bit. And then me and him go meet up at Frontline Studios, which is owned by OK Jones, and like a couple other people, Good Looking Dino, couple like actually like good producers. So
Okay,
they own
okay.
that. So then I met OK Jones. I met Sada Baby's cousin,
Okay.
Muna, who to this day I'm straight with. And this dude Ye Glizzy. So through that guy, let me just explain. I met so many fucking people through Brian, bro.
Mm.
But when he invited me over to his crib, that's when shit went like real sour.
Hmm.
Right. So I went to his crib and his room. So he rented a room inside of like an apartment with like a bunch of other, not producers, but like just people, like just random people.
Okay. Yeah.
And his room is the size of a broom closet.
Okay.
Like this man has a bed, a desk next to it with the Beat laptop, and that's it.
Mm.
Like that bitch is small.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I walk in there because he invited me over to make beats, and I open my laptop and I sit on his bed, and he goes, "Don't sit on my fucking bed, bro, with your street clothes."
Hmm.
And I stand up and at first I'm like, "Are you joking?
Yeah.
Like you think that I got dirty ass clothes or something like that?" And he goes, "Nah." He's like, "Your clothes are dirty." He's like, "Don't sit on my bed." He's like, "That's where I put my head at." And I'm like, "My bad, brother." I'm like, "No problem." I'm like, "Where you want me to sit?" He goes, "On the ground." And so I
What?
get all hot headed, bro. I get all hot headed and I sit on the ground. I left 30 minutes later. I was supposed to be there for 5 hours, bro.
Oh, shit. So okay, you try to respect his wishes. You sat on the ground, and then like you said, 30 minutes later, you like, wait a minute, what am I doing?
I'm like, what am I doing here, bro? I'm like, bro, the vibe is totally off. And so then fast forward like a month later, bro. I'm like up north, like at my parents' crib because they got a place up in Sheboygan.
Oh
And I
man,
take a
that's
picture of
big.
this lake, and he sends me a DM talking about, bro, I am there right now.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right, let me give him a second chance. I'm like, that would be sweet. I'm like, you
Right.
want to go golfing or something like that first? And he's like, I hate to interrupt your conversation with I
No,
hate
you
to
good. You
interrupt
good.
you
You
guys,
good.
man.
You good. You say you want to go golfing?
Yeah, man. So I reserve a tee time for like 7 a.m. and I'm like, I'm about to be there at like 6:45. We're about to mob out to the golf course. And he's like, all right, bet. So I get there, and this man, so I get to this like little cottage that he's got, which is a broom closet again.
Another
And
another broom call. Okay.
another one, bro. This man has a janitor closet for a cottage. And I pull up and he's just being real quiet. Like
Mm.
super quiet. I'm like, yo, I'm like, what's up, brother? And he's like, he's not saying much. He's got the TV on, and I'm like, so you ready to mob out? Like, I'm like, you ready to go get, go hit some balls? And he's like, I kind of want to eat first. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh man, our tea time's for 7 though. Like, we can't be late for it, or like we're gonna lose it. And he's like, I'd rather eat first. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, well, let's, go make some eggs or something like that. And I'm like, let's leave so we can make
Right.
our tea time.
Make it to the time. Yeah.
And he goes, nah. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm like, you know what, Brian? I'll see you later, bro. I'm about to go play golf. And I get up and leave. And he goes, as
Huh?
I'm leaving, bro, because I'm like, we gotta go.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I gotta eat first. I'm like, bro, I already ate. Like, I already planned this shit. I told you our shit was for 7.
Right.
And this is
Wow.
this is years ago, bro. This is like 3 years ago when I actually cared about playing golf and shit. Like, I haven't played golf in maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't want to act like I'm like, all athletic or something like that. But because I'm not. But yeah, dude, Brian 313 is not good people. He's not good people. He's rude. He's like, I tried to teach him how to use Sony Vegas, man, or Vegas Pro, whatever they call it now. And he's like yapping at me, like arguing with me, like while I'm. You just had to be there, bro. Like, I was teaching him how to use Vegas Pro, and he's talking about, can you stop talking so much? And I'm like, I'm trying to teach you how to use this shit, dumbass.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You just had to be there.
Wow. That's something, brother. Holy moly. Okay. Well, thanks for
It
clearing
definitely
that
is
up.
something, man.
Now these days, what is the placement game like for you? Getting more placements, selling more beats. Where you at right now?
Man, I get not too many placements, man, and that's not like really what I'm worried about. It's all about like I said, I'm at this new studio with RJ, and I have a whole beat folder on there, and all my beats are being used right now. So like all my fast shit, all my slow shit, everything that I make is being used right now because there's just such a wide variety of people coming to that studio. Um, but when I was just raw dogging YouTube, bro, I was getting nothing, bro. Like no, I was getting nothing. I still get no sales. To be totally honest with you, bro.
Yeah,
On
YouTube.
BeatStars,
Yeah, YouTube is rough, man. It's rough. It's rough on
yeah,
YouTube.
bro. BeatStars, man, like that shit is the worst marketplace I think I've ever seen in my life. That is the worst website ever, bro. I'm gonna keep using it for the publishing aspect, man, but they fucking suck. They're terrible.
You don't think there's enough people on there? Cause you get a random from time to time I get a random beat sound and like, oh shit, somebody tapped in. It's Airbit that got the horrible marketplace. You sure about BeatStars?
Man, BeatStars, I would say Airbit is just as bad as BeatStars, to be honest with you, man. We need to make a new platform
Really?
that's better, because I just think BeatStars is like, man, they need a full stack developer on that bitch right now to make that website so much better, because it's so bad, dude. I gotta refresh the page 6 times to see what my fucking wallet balance is most
So
of the time.
it's not a if people is on it problem. It's just the
No,
actual
there's
layout.
too many people on it, bro.
Is that such a thing
It's just
though? More people
I
that
don't
buy
know.
beats, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a bad or a good or a bad thing. I think there's more. I think that there's like 100 times more producers on there than artists,
Okay, I can
which is
see
what I
that.
think the problem is. But yeah,
I
there's not enough people buying beats, I think.
Let me ask you this: Do you think it's not enough people buying beats, or are we as producers bad at marketing? That's what I wonder.
It's a combination of things, man. Like, yeah, we're horrible at marketing our beats. Terrible.
Yeah.
To be honest, man, you and me, we're horrible at it.
Yes, horrible.
Just
Nah,
like
I agree.
everybody else is. There's no one that's really not even like Danny G or like Jake San are good at promoting their beats. The thing that they have that we don't have, I think, is just the ability to make like flames, bro. Just flames, just like off rip. I just saw Jake San 2 days ago at the studio, and he wanted to make like an exactly beat, and so he made a melody in maybe 5 minutes, and it's better than anything I could have made in an hour.
You say you want to make an
And so
exactly beat?
that's what he said, man. He said TRD was looking for like a PUNCHMADE dev type beat, so he's like, well, the only person I know that could do that is exactly right now. And so he's like, he hit me up, and we made something.
Now let me say
But
something, cause they make fire, but then there's unknown people that make fire too. I think what guys like Jason and Dan G got is they have big name artists or like artists with a sizable following rapping to their beats, right? So more people hear the tag repeatedly and repeatedly, and they go, "Oh, who is this guy?" Because a rapper like, "Oh, I want something like what BABYTRON did." Oh, he got this beat, he got this, that, this, that. I think that's what separates a guy like that from a guy like me who don't have any of the placements with the big name artist. I think that's what it is.
no, it's bro. Like I said, it's like a combination of things. Like it's like
Because these
Danny
guys, these
G
no
has
names are making hits. These no names are making heat now. These 13, 14-year-old kids are making some heat.
They are, bro. I'm telling you, they are definitely making some fucking heat, like impressive, like heat. And so, a guy like Danny G, right? He's got this tag that says, "Ooh, shit, that's a Danny G beat," and it's BABYTRON saying it. Like that's catchy as fuck. And then he has like a beat that's like catchy as fuck.
Yeah.
and he's got like Rio on his shit. Like he did that shit like something nightmare, and it's like
I think
this
him
crazy sample, bro. Crazy sample, and then you hear, "Ooh shit, that's a Danny G beat." So he's got all these people saying that tag. Honestly, not a lot of people are gonna want to say, "Ooh, exactly." Not a lot of people are gonna want to say like whatever your tag is. Not a lot of people are gonna want to say like all these other people's tags. So like I'm saying like
unless it's consistently on beats of artists that they like. I believe that because
sure, but it's like we don't have catchy tags, bro.
no, my tag catchy. Every time somebody talks to
That's
me, they be like, "Who you
what
with?"
is it again?
Bud Kelly. Who you with? Who you with?
Okay, I haven't heard that in a minute, so I would just need to hear it again. But
Yours too, though. Same with yours. Ooh, exactly. All you gotta do is
people say that shit to me. Yeah, people say
yeah.
"ooh, exactly" to me, like because they think it's fire. But like I just think that like 10% of it is like a tag that like people are gonna really remember, and I just feel like people won't remember my tag, as much as someone like
You doubting yourself.
you know. I don't know. Maybe I am, but like
Because even Energy's tag is simple.
just
Energy made this one. Simple.
yeah. I mean, like, but that's some shit that people want to say. Like people say that shit in conversation.
Because it's on hot
Damn near.
songs.
Yeah, bro. It's hot songs, bro, and it's like he's a hot producer too. Like, if you and I made something like we're not gonna be. I don't think that either of us are ever gonna be like consistently making like fire heat like with placements. So like
Speak for yourself, brother. You a damn lie. Shit, you lying to me. Shit. You working with RJ
I'm just
Lamont.
saying,
Think
bro.
about it. It's not nothing like a
He's
hard beat is
DJ, bro.
subjective. Hard
He's a
beat
DJ, bro.
subjective. Babyface Ray rapped on just a beat with no melody. Doom, 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 doom.
I've heard some pretty good songs with no melody at all, bro, and just drums. I'm not gonna lie.
What I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying to you is like it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's all about the artist that's on the song. That's it. If you got a bunch of nobodies, yeah, it ain't gonna go nowhere. But if you got artists that got a sizable following, then your shit becomes catchy because they like them artists. You're a byproduct.
All right, so let me ask you a question then, Buck Kelly. So when do you think that you're gonna get to the mode where you are, consistently making placements like let's say like Energy does, like where people are like just memeing your tag on like Instagram reels and just being like, "Who you with, Buck?" Like because people have been making like Energy made this one, like they just be joking about that shit.
You can't.
When do you think you're gonna
control
get
it.
to that stage?
I can't.
You
I
think it's
can't
this year?
call it. I can't call it. All I can do is consistently do things that put me in front of people. That's it. That's all
Yeah.
you can do is be consistent with putting yourself out there. Like I can't
And you
say,
know what
oh
the-
yeah, in 2 years. Oh, I'm listening.
No, go ahead, please.
So like how I look at it, right? And this is like with goals, right? You can't say, okay, I'm gonna have 150,000 subscribers next year. You can't say that.
Right.
But what you can say is, okay, I'm gonna drop 3 videos a week. Just gotta keep. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a plan to do actions consistently, and then whatever it's gonna
gotta
be,
be
it's
realistic.
gonna be. That's it. Like you just
You
gotta
gotta be
focus
realistic.
on what you're doing. You can't say, "Oh, I'm gonna have 1 million." Nah, you gonna shoot yourself in the foot. It's about just doing the work, and then whatever happens, happens. You don't worry about that. You just put your head down and
Yep.
work. So that's my perspective on it. What do you think about that?
I think that that's level-headed.
Okay.
Yeah, consistency is really all that matters. If you think that you're making good shit and you can be, consistent with it, like and just upload shit every week. I used to upload every week. I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
But even just uploading one beat a week is good enough. There's some people that I know, even Dame, who uploads once a day. That man makes 10 beats a day.
Mm.
And he uploads once a day, and that man makes 50 grand a year maybe selling beats.
Mm.
I'm not even gonna lie. So at the beginning of this, you said it's really all about consistency, and that's really all that you can really take from that is just
That's it.
be true to your craft, man.
That's it. All right. Exactly, man. I think I done got all these questions off, man. Some follow-up questions. Is there anything that you want to touch on? Anything you want to bring up?
Man, so I kind of forgot what I wanted to say a little bit, so let me just like let me just be open real quick.
Yes, sir.
So it's 2024, right?
Yes.
We got since the beginning of time, right? We've had artists who portray themselves in a different way to get big, right? So like we got people that are faking, right? Like, you know, uh, Addison Rae just fucking dropped a song, right? And then you go look at who produced it, and it's Benny Blanco.
Mm.
She's a performer, bro. She's performing that shit. She
Right.
had somebody write everything, tell her the cadence, tell her the BPM, all that stuff. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, which I applaud that, to be honest with you. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's 2024, man. We have producers that are now performing and acting like they're somebody else. We have producers that don't even matter, bro, who are pretending to be something or stealing beats
Mm.
or whatever. And I think it's a weird game now. I think that back in the day, producers used to be producers, and that's it. And artists used to portray themselves incorrectly or just like in a weird, like whatever, like just in a weird way, right?
Right.
But now we got regular people like us, man, pretending to be hot producers or whatever, and like being clout chasers. And I think the game, man, is missing people like you and me that are just real, and we're just this is a hobby for both of us. I think this is a hobby for you, but it's a hobby for me.
Mm-hmm.
I work. I don't do this beat shit. Like I go to the studio when I can, and man, if I could give any of these upcoming producers any advice, man, be real. Don't be fake, bro, because I didn't get to where I'm at right now by being fake. Absolutely not. Never did. I'm not fake. I'm like the realest person ever, and I get shit for it. Like when I'm at the studio, sometimes I tell people that they're trash.
Mm.
But when I say that they're trash, I'm like, here's how you could be better. And then I'll hear the next day, oh, they didn't really like that shit. I'm like, well, they suck. I'm like, so they needed to
Now?
hear that shit.
Let me ask you this, because I've been definitely in studio sessions before, and it's like the artists don't value your opinion if they don't value what you bring to the table. So is it one of them things where you're like on some intern type stuff? You gotta like you on some intern vibes, and then the interns telling artists, "Hey, boom, 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 boom," and then they get mad because hey, it's like the intern talking because you're
I
in there working
think
on
I think right
RJ.
now I am technically interning at that studio, but I did start out as a producer, and um I'm not really like a main producer at that studio anymore. I just do shit for ATG.
Yeah.
Like I built a futon for that studio, and I hung up lights and shit like that, and I set up their file server for their video editing and all this different shit like for ATG. Um,
Is that what they brought you in
and
to
I
do, or is that what you just
no, they
started
brought
doing?
me into like RJ hit me up and he said just come produce here, and I
Okay.
was like okay cool, and I did, and then he's like your beats are fire, but like I feel like only trash rappers are rapping on them, and I'm like I kind of understand that, because I make that really fast shit. Like
Okay.
he actually told me he's like you kind of only really make beats that like trash rappers that were just trying to get in and out of here would rap on, and I'm like true, but like at the same time, and I'm not, I have full humility on that. Some words I can't say like right off the bat, to be
Is
honest
he
with you.
saying you make? Is he saying like you're not making industry type beats?
No, he's like he needs like industry type beats. He's like stop making your beats so fast, and I'm like I totally agree with you. Whatever, because like Big Homie and like All Star Lee and all these different people come to the studio that want to use my beats, and they're like this is way too fast,
What's considered?
and so he's
What does he? What does he mean when he says like an industry beat? Like he says too fast. That's one. And then what else?
just he says different drums. He's like use different drums, use different melodies. He's like you use Nexus too much. You know, and it's all constructive criticism that like I'm trying to hear. You know, so I'm glad to be
Yeah.
up there.
Mm.
And shit. You know, I'm on their books and shit. You know, like, you know, I like it, at some point I'm gonna get paid by them, but
Right.
it's not what it's never been about money for me, bro. If I can afford to come up there, I'll go up there for free. My boy
So
Bud Kelly, you look tired as shit, man.
I'm always tired, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Uh
good. Yeah, I'm always
my
tired.
my dog has a whole kid and a whole house to take care of, man. So
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, gotta work, man. Gotta work.
that's all. That is really all I wanted to say, though, man. Like we're in a position where like, and like I said, I respect like the Addison Rays that are completely talentless and making songs with Benny Blanco. You know, where he writes the whole fucking thing.
But isn't that just good
I
business? Exactly. Isn't that
That
just
is
good
good business.
business? Like, let's
No,
write
it's
the
good
record.
business, but I don't like when producers try to act like something else. You know, because you're a producer. Like, go sit in that fucking corner over there. Like, what are you talking about? You know,
You're saying when you say they act like something else, are you saying like they act like they're big, like they're Metro Boomin or something?
they buy fucking verified marks and you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Or they buy blue checks?
they buy blue checks. That's what I'm talking about. Like, they're just like fake ass people. Like, they like, you know, get that blue check organically, man. He's not gonna see this shit, but I'm gonna call him out. There's this dude, Water by Gauge.
Water
You
by
know him?
gauge. Water by no, I don't think so. No, water by gauge. No,
His producer tag is drink more water, bitch.
Drink more water, bitch.
no.
Man, he fucking. You just gotta go look at his fucking page, bro. If you
Let me look
so
him up. Let me look him up right now. Water by
his
gauge.
page, bro, is all like, oh, we're looking for 5 artists to run up and blah blah blah, and he's got like 1,800 followers, and he bought a verified check mark for like 5 months straight, and then it disappeared. I'm like, that's a new hood bankruptcy. It's not selling your PS5 anymore, bro. It's losing your fucking verified badge. Because if you
Is
can't pay
this
$15.99 a month,
is this him right here? Water by gauge.
that's way more followers than I thought he had. Jesus Christ,
They
bro,
got
they must be
7,000.
fake. They must be fake, to be honest with you. I would say maybe 1,000 of those are real. There's no way that he has that many.
Oh, I'm seeing the likes. I see the like to follow ratio. It's like 53
It's
likes.
like 36 likes to 7,000 followers is bullshit.
Yeah. I guess some
Why
of
are
the
you trying to?
newest. 49.
This what I'm saying. Why are you trying to do that shit? Why are you buying fake followers? Why not run it up organically? You know what I mean? Like, don't act like you're fucking Addison Ray and like you got all this money like to pretend to be something.
I see what you're saying. You're saying, hey,
And by
stop playing.
the way, I've never listened to that song by Addison Ray, but I bet you it's fucking amazing because Benny Blanco wrote
Yeah.
and produced it. Like, I bet it's amazing.
Good business though.
You
It's
know what I
good
mean?
business. Maybe that's what Water by Gauge was trying to do. Like, okay, because you remember with Drake, right? What Drake was saying when he was coming up, he was renting or he was paying monthly for this Rolls Royce, and it was $5,000 a month for Rolls Royce. But he was riding around to get the look, so people associate him with success, and then that would actually make him successful. Or like we'll use like Trump, right? Like he was calling himself a billionaire in the newspaper before he was actually a billionaire. Maybe Water by Gauge is like, okay, let me make myself look big so people will actually fuck with me, and then I'll actually become big through playing the internet game. Right?
I
Could
love
that
those
be?
examples, bro. But I love those examples. But you know, Trump was saying that shit when he had $781 million in the bank. You know, he's like, I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
Gage doesn't have. You know what I'm talking about? Like, those are
That
great
ma- that
examples,
makes-
but
that
they're
makes
bad
sense.
examples at the same time. You
That
know,
makes
like,
sense.
you know,
Yeah.
these people like are literally just like run their shit off dust. So it's that's all I'm saying, bro. Like,
Okay, I see your gripe with this. It's like, build it organically. Don't play the internet game. Because, yeah, it can bite you in the end.
they can, bro.
But maybe they got to
Absolutely.
see it, Maybe, like you said, you show them how to do it the organic, genuine way. And maybe more and more people will, switch it up. Stop doing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that's all I got to say about that. That's the only thing I really wanted to add, man. We just got a bunch of actors.
Nah, absolutely.
Got a bunch of actors in this bitch, man.
I respect that take. Well,
Yep.
this is part 2 exactly. We definitely gotta do something again down the road. You know what I'm saying? You are a character in yourself. You have an opinion. You are funny. So I appreciate you coming back on here today. Until next time, y'all hit y'all with the outro, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Let us know what else. Oh, holy man, I messed up. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what else y'all want to see. And remember this. All this shit is simple. But Kelly and exactly instrumentals, we are out. Peace.